Hello, good afternoon. My name is Colin Sikoko. I like to call myself the encourager for many reasons, as you find out. My only coming on here today is to really discuss and to discuss my emotional state of being. I keep this blog, so I do this blog hopefully one day I have something to look back on and see where I've been mentally and what was happening in my life at the time, and use it as a diary, as a very digital diary, but also to help to reach out to other people that are in similar situations as me. So first and foremost, I'll say I'm not used to the camera speaking and all that, so you can, as you would understand, sometimes my words will come slow and it will come things feed to me slowly because I'm distracted mentally, internally, as this is not my norm yet. Hopefully it will be soon. Speaking to camera, people on camera and in the digital form. And so I will come out structure, but the ultimate aim of what I'm trying to say really is to encourage others going through depression, mental health issues, having mental health issues, and are depressed, and are finding it very difficult to have a normal life and their everyday lives are a challenge because of the presence of this very bad energy called depression. So that's why I'm here, and that's my ultimate aim. So if anything, like, take this out of it, I want to help as many people as I can with my experience to wake up from in their own journey of mental dilapidation and begin to think of what's happening to them, and think of naming it and calling it by name, calling it by what it is. It's depression, it's dangerous, it's danger, it's deadly, and it destroys lives. And begin to take a serious approach as to how to begin to erode this very bad energy out of your life, and how to begin to understand the presence of it first. It's obviously the start of the healing process, but then once you know, you have to take actions into ways to shake yourself out of the energy and come out of the hold of it. Once it keeps you in that lock, sometimes it's impossible to ever come out of it. So lives have been lost, people have been suicides, people have just derailed in life and start doing something completely different that has nothing to do with what they were born and what their calling in this world is meant to be, which I believe in a calling. We all have a calling in us, and that calling is vital to why we're existing. So we're existing because you need to be putting out something that is positive, something that is great, is good into the world that would help humanity to continue to thrive and survive. If your life is not bringing any sort of meaning to the general ultimate existence of humanity, then I urge you to begin to think maybe you're not doing your life purpose, maybe you're not living your life in an organically fulfilled way. That is not just you. You're not just thinking about yourself and your immediate family only, but you're thinking about the effect of what you're putting into the world is doing to others around you. If you're what you put into the world not providing any aspiration or any inspiration or any positive feeding to the people around you, then maybe you could alter that. You can alter your way, alter what it is you're putting out, and begin to think about other people that are not as privileged as you are, or maybe maybe better than you are, and to think of how this message could be of equilibrated gift to humanity in general. How this can help anybody is a question you ask. If your message is not ultimately to help anybody, it's not to help people, maybe it's to self-glorify or to or to antagonize or to condemn or to bully or to show off or to eagle-eyes yourself or self whatever you're doing. If it's not selfless, if it's not out of the good, if it's not ultimately for the good of another person, then what you're putting out not necessarily be at that moment of time, not necessarily be what humanity needs, not necessarily be useful to the wider world in general. It may be useful to you, but not useful to anybody else. And I don't know if that's a good thing. If you only live your life to be useful to yourself and live useful to your family only, you and your family only cannot live in the world and cannot make the world the kind of place you want to live in. The kind of place you want to live in is a society where you can meet other people, where you can go out and do other things, where you can go out and be other things, where you can go out and learn and go out and get excitement from what others are putting out into the world. So what others are doing affects what the life you live in. So think about that. I mean, to think about playing your role, as I believe I am doing now, to play my role by being obedient, to speak to people that are cut off in any way because of the presence of depression in their lives, and as a result they're not living their life in a fulfilled way. So my advice would be dealing with this, knowing it first, coming to a realization that depression is very serious mental health. Depression could kill, and it's killed many people. We know that. Depression not only could kill, some people could be alive but they're dead because their purpose is not met. Their lives are completely derailed from what it's meant to be into something now that is not recognizable by the universe no more. And it's worrying to know that you're born with all this beautiful attributes or features in your body, and sometimes connection in your mind, and you will have all this natural feed of talent and skills, and you will never come to realize what they are because something is blocking you. It's inevitably your enemy, the enemy to life. Depression is the darkness, is the thing that is. There are always two forces. I believe there are always two forces, and where you stay in the spectrum of the two forces, which is always good and bad, dark and white and dark, better and or worse. It's always the two things. And when you're in those two states of mind, where you sit in the middle of the spectrum of these two things, which are in very extremes, is important because that creates a triangle. That puts the dots where you are into these two levels and two angles of balance. So it's important that we understand that there is a counteractive force that is trying to take life away from this world, as well as life is also a counteractive force trying to push away the non-existence of what is trying not to keep it here. So it's vital that we understand that these two forces are fighting against each other. Now, when you allow your life to be taken over by the force of darkness, you've given space for another evil to thrive, and then more evil comes, and then more evil. Before you know, we're all pushed out completely. Maybe darkness covers the walls completely. I hope it never gets to that point. But in the way society is looking now, society and the way human race are going about their business, I fear that we are in ignorance and we're still asleep. We're not realizing that this is a slow, slippery slope of evil creeping into our society, creeping into human race, trying to erode the human race from existence. Because we are forgetting to know that when you are sick in the mind, it's only a matter of time before the sickness comes into your body. So whatever happens in the abstract has an effect on the physical. As you know, everything in the physical came from the abstract. So when you think of that, you think of what your mind is creating now is vital to what life you're going to walk into, what your immediate future is going to be. Depends on where you are and what you're doing right this minute. Because if you plan to meet someone in an hour time, guess what? You'll be there, because you'll do everything in line to make that a success. You will go, get ready, get showered, and you're out, and for 1 hour time, you'll be meeting a person. But if you plan to meet someone in 1 hour time, you're still sitting down doing nothing. Imagine what will happen when 1 hour comes. Nothing. That's just how it is. And so repairing our state of mind mentally and helping ourselves to be free from this mental health, which is what I'm trying and I'm doing, I believe, in my own life right now. And thank God I've come to realizing it myself. So I'm one step ahead of getting of healing, of coming out of this evil darkness that has chains us down to the ground. And then I'm just trying to get more people like me to wake up and begin to do taking small little baby steps daily to bring change into their lives and to help others also realize that they can change their lives also. So we're not only moving singly. When you realize you're moving as a group, we're doing it grouply, dynamically, pulling ourselves and making the weight lighter by joining hands with others and meeting up and helping others to move forward with you. Nothing could be a greater blessing in the world than to know that I can be a part of somebody else's growth and development too. So this message is put out to do exactly that, and I hope that it does reach the right people. And thanks people like YouTube, and it's helping us have a platform to have these discussions and helping us to have an opportunity to share our emotions and to heal and to have another medium of therapy that could be a blessing to someone that's going through this. So I encourage you to come out and speak and leave a message if you have to. And I do think of you, and I want you to do well, and you all do well. We might do well too. So please reach out if you have to. My name is Collins. I like to call myself the Encourager. I encourage you one more time for one more day. Till next time we speak again, I'll say stay blessed for now and goodbye. Thank you for watching, taking time.